So I was recently at AireCon. I don't think I've mentioned that all on the channel so far. But what was this at AireCon? They had a Star Wars Unlimited tournament. Now I was just a beginner, not even a beginner, I was a newcomer. So they, yeah, rather than giving us other opponents to go against, they basically taught me and Christopher a game and Box Meeples a game as well. And Christopher and I just played against each other and won one match each. So what we got here is basically just a box of cards here, and I just thought I'd show you guys what I've currently got. Yeah, I have zero idea what is rare and what is not so rare. I can talk you through some of the cards, I guess, as well. So this came in like a big box, which had, I think, 6 booster packs, and they had some like some special ones which everyone gets, which is this Darth Vader one at the bottom here, which is like a foily kind of guy there, and then him as his kind of leader guy. So how this kind of works is you have one of your, you pick a leader, so in this case Darth Vader, and he has 2 aspects, like red and black. And then you choose a base. So here we go. So we've got a base here, and that's got another aspect. What you do then is you basically create yourself a deck of cards which match that kind of aspect, and that's what I did. I just basically chose all the red, blues, and blacks that I had, I believe, to create me a kind of like, yeah, hand of cards. So I've got, yeah, a ton of these cards, really. So you got your leader cards, which they start out like this, and they all have like a special ability that you can kind of play as an action, and an epee action, which once you achieve that, you can basically just straight away deploy these guys. This is how much they cost in the top left-hand side. This is how much damage they do. This is their kind of hit points. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward, to be fair. If you played any kind of Magic the Gathering kind of game, you'll know how this kind of works. You're trying to reduce the other person's base down to 0. So most bases have like 30 as their hit points, and they also have like a nice little kind of counter on the back. But some of them are special, and they only have like 25 hit points, and they have a special ability. So it's kind of offset by that kind of ability. So let's take a look at what we've got here. So you've got 2 types of units. You get space and you get ground. So I have a space unit here, the System Patrol Craft. It does 3 damage. It's got 4 health, and it's a Sentinel. So Sentinels basically sit in your play area, and units in the area can't attack your non-Sentinel units or your base. So you put this out and it protects your base. So yeah. And we have another one here. So we've got an Imperial Interceptor. I didn't really pull many foils, if I'm honest, there, which I assume are the better cards. So this has got 3 attack, 2 hit points, and when played, you may deal 3 damage to a space unit. So as soon as it comes out, it's like a straight away an attack. Okay, here's our first ground unit. So we have a Frontier ATRT. Now this is a neutral card. The other ones have been red and black, and this one was a blue one. So this Frontier ATRT is a vehicle walker, 3 attack, 5 hit points when you control another vehicle unit. This unit gains ambush. So basically what this means is if it's ambush, after you play a unit, it's may ready and attack an enemy unit. Normally you put it in and it's kind of like tapped, but in this you could put it straight out and you wouldn't have to worry about it as long as you have another one. And look, Deja Vu, another System Patrol Craft. Then we have a Death Trooper. So this is a ground unit again. So he's got 3 hit points and 3 damage, and when played, deal 2 damage to a friendly ground unit and 2 damage to an enemy ground unit. So it's pretty straightforward stuff. Like when we were looking at this, they were like, oh, you need to know how to play collectible card games. You really don't. It's pretty simple. Then we have the Disabling Fang Fighter. So this is a Mandalorian vehicle fighter. 2 hit points and 3 damage. When played, you may defeat an upgrade. So that's pretty good. So you basically get upgrades, and I don't have a ton of them, and you put them just underneath where the card is to upgrade them. So when this comes out and his buddy here come out, you just get rid of that upgrade, which would be really frustrating if you had just upgraded somebody. Then we have a Wilderness Fighter. 2 damage, 4 hit points, and shielded. When you play this unit, give a shield token to it. And shields basically mean no damage can come through to it. Okay, then we have Admiral Ozell. So this is a unique kind of unit with a little star there. Means you can only have one of these guys out. He's got 3 hit points and 2 damage. And you can tap him as an action to play an Imperial unit from your hand, paying its cost, and play ready. Each opponent may ready a unit. So that's pretty good. He can basically just summon people straight from the offset there. Then we have a Guardian of the Wills. Not Will from Die Rollin, but Wills. 2 and 2, Force and Fringe. The first upgrade you play on this unit each round costs 1 less. Well, that's pretty good. So you can just keep upgrading this character as much as you like. I'm not sure if there's an upgrade limit. Then we have a Partisan Insurgent. So only just 1 hit point, 1 hit point worth of damage, 4 health though. While you control another red unit, this unit gains Raid 2. He gets +2 attack and +0 kind of hit points while attacking. So if you get a handful of red, and play all those guys out, they could come out really, really helpful. Then we have a 2-1B Surgical Droid. So I've got 2 of these guys, 1 damage, 3 hit points. On attack, you may heal 2 damage from another unit. I've got a couple of those in this red, blue, black deck. Then we have the 1st Legion Snowtrooper. So an Imperial Trooper, 2 damage, 3 hit points while attacking a damage unit. This unit gets +2 damage and +0 hit points against Overwhelm, which deals excess damage to the opponent's base. So it's trample essentially. So when you attack, anything that goes past the hit points of the enemy goes through. Then we have a TIE LN Fighter. Nothing to really sing about here. It's a very low cost unit. We have an ATST. 6 damage, 7 hit points. It's going to cost you 6 to get this guy out, and Overwhelm, so any additional damage it goes through onto the base. We have Maximum Firepower, an Imperial Tactic. So you get 3 kind of cards in this. You get unit cards, you get event cards, and you get upgrade cards, as well as like a leader and a base. But most your hand is going to be, your deck, sorry, is going to be comprised of events and upgrades and units. So this is a friendly Imperial unit deals damage equal to its power to a unit. Then another friendly Imperial unit deals damage equal to its power to the same unit. So you're just focusing on one enemy there. Then we have a shiny. So we have Takedown. The artwork isn't for everyone for these, but some of the artwork is lovely on them. So defeat a unit with 5 or less remaining hit points. Have another shiny Maximum Firepower. Then we have Bombing Run. So choose an arena, ground or space, deal 3 damage to each unit in that area. Arena even. Another Takedown, and this one is a borderless card. Couple of mission briefings here. Choose a player, they draw 2 cards. Why you wouldn't just choose yourself, I don't know. A shiny mission briefing as well. With the Power of the Dark Side. An opponent chooses a unit they control, defeat that unit. We have Make an Opening Tactic. Give a -2/-2 for this phase. Heal 2 damage from your base. So yeah, you're basically going to just weaken some opponents there. We have some Precision Fire. Attack with unit against Saboteur for this attack if it's a trooper. It also gains +2/+0 for this attack. Ignore Sentinel and defeat the defender's shields. So yeah, if you have that Saboteur, you don't have to worry about the Sentinel stuff. Another tactic, Open Fire, deal 4 damage to a unit. Power Failure, defeat any number of upgrades on a unit. Force Throw, choose a player. That player discards a card from their hand, and if you control a force unit, you may deal damage to a unit equal to the cost of the discarded cards. And then we have Devotion. Attached unit gains Restore 2. This unit attacks, heal 2 damage from its control base. So this is an upgrade. I've only got a couple of these, and you would basically put that underneath one of your units like so. which is pretty good. And I'm not sure if that is a deck there. I kind of feel like you need 30 cards for the tournament we were running. So what else we got? Well, we've got another hero here. We've got a Leia Organa card there. As an action, attack with a rebel unit. Then you may attack with another rebel unit. And if you control 5 more resources, deploy them as a leader. And they get raid 1. This unit gets +1, +0 while attacking. When this unit completes an attack, you may attack with another rebel unit. And we've got the Administrator's Tower and a counter on the back there. Another neutral card here, the Underworld Thug. Not much to say with that guy. We have a rogue operative there. So this guy is ground unit, saboteur, and a raid of 2. We have an Orzituk Liberation gunship, ambush. Have a tactic here, surprise strike, attack with a unit. It gets +3, +0 for this attack. That is pretty good. We have a crafty smuggler there, shielded, so when they come out, you can't do damage to them. We have a Mining Guild TIE Fighter, and this is another borderless card. So on attack, you may pay 2 resource. If you do, draw a card. And the resource in this basically works that you start off with 2 of your cards. You start with 6 cards, I believe, in your hand, and 2 of those you're going to turn into resources, which you don't get for the rest of the game, but you're going to use these, you're going to tap them every time you want to pay for any of these kind of costs of cards. And these ones which have got this little aspect here, if you don't have that aspect with your leader or your base, then you basically have to pay an additional cost. So if I didn't have like a yellow on my leader or on my base, then I would have to spend 3 kind of resources, have to tap 3 cards to deploy that. So it does kind of make sense for you to try to build a deck which, yeah, your leader and your base have. We have a waylay, a trick, return a non-leader unit to its owner's hand. Outer Rim Headhunter, so raid 1. On attack, if you control a leader unit, you may exhaust a non-leader unit. Some Gamorrean guards. So the yellow kind of seems like it's very much the kind of bounty hunters and, well, the underworld. I guess that's what it is. When you control another yellow unit, this unit gains Sentinel. We've got a Rebel Pathfinder. Medal ceremony, and look at Chewbacca. He is not pleased. He did not get a medal. So give an experience token to each of up to 3 rebel units that attacked this phase. And the experience token would be on the back of your... I think I have one which has got experience. One of my cards has got experience on anyway, or you can just write it down somewhere. We have a Fleet Lieutenant. When played, you may attack with a unit. If it's a rebel unit, it gets +2, +0 for this attack. We have General Dodar. Other friendly rebel units get +1, +1. That's pretty cool. Let's get some green out. U-Wing Reinforcement. Search the top 10 cards of your deck for up to 3 units with combined cost of 7 or less and play each of them for free. Battlefield Marine. Mon Mothma. When played, search the top 5 cards of your deck for a rebel card, reveal it, and draw it. We have an Echo Base Defender and a Sentinel, so you have to attack this guy first. Then we have the Mercenary Company. So it's got Ambush and Overwhelm. That's pretty good. 5 and 5. We have a Consortium Star Viper. While you have the initiative, this unit gains Restore 2. We have Strike True. All friendly units deal equal to its power to an enemy unit. We have Hardpoint Heavy Blaster. Attached to a vehicle unit. Attached unit gains on attack. This unit isn't attacking a base. You may deal 2 damage to a unit in the defender's arena. Another Strike True there. We have a Seasoned Shore Trooper. While you control 6 or more resources, this unit gets +2, +0. Have have a resupply. Put this event into play as a resource. We have a frontline shuttle. Action, defeat this unit, attack with the unit even if it's exhausted. You can't attack bases for this attack. We have the Homestead Militia. While it controls 6 or more resources, this unit gains Sentinel. Tactical Advance, give a unit +2/+2. Recruit, search top 5 cards of your deck for a unit, reveal it and draw it. Then we have Cantina Bouncer. And this one has got 2 yellow. So I think if you've only got 1 yellow on your leader or 1 yellow on your base, you're still going to have to, this is going to cost you 6. So yeah, a bit tougher to get them out. And you may return a non-leader unit to its owner's hand. And then we have this Corellian Freighter. It's a vehicle transport sentinel, so you have to attack that before you attack anything else. And I'm pretty certain that's my other deck. So I think that's my deck of 30 cards there for like my good guys. And then there's a 30 deck there for my bad guys. And then all this stuff is everything else I got from AireCon. So we've got some rugged survivors there. We have Academy Defense Walker, an ATST. We got IG-88, so attack with a unit if you control more units than the defending player. This attacker gets +1/+0 for this attack. And there is IG-88 as a playable leader there. Each other friendly unit gets raid 1. So everyone gets +1 to their attack. That's pretty good. You've already seen this one, the Administrator's Tower. It says one of those experience tokens you can apply to somebody. Got some precision fire here. A resupply, another Academy Defense Walker, another Disabling Fang Fighter, another Strike True, another Surgical Droid. We do have a Jawa Scavenger, which is a Saboteur. More Gamorrean Guards, another TIE LM Fighter, a outmaneuver tactic, choose an arena, exhaust each unit in that arena. General Tag, give an experience token to each of up to 3 trooper units. Don't get cocky Gambit. Choose a unit 1 at a time, reveal cards from your deck until you choose to stop or revealed 7 cards. If the combined cost of the revealed cards is 7 or less, deal that much damage to the chosen unit. Put the revealed cards on the bottom of your deck in a random order. That's pretty good. It binds all things the Force. You get up to 3 damage from a unit. If you control a Force unit, you may deal that much damage to another unit. We have the Fallen Lightsaber. And this is a nice card there. Attach for a non-vehicle unit. If attached unit is a Force unit, it gains on attack, deal 1 damage to each ground unit the defending player controls. So like, part of me feels like I should be putting that upgrade into my bad guy deck because yeah, we got Vader. Kind of makes sense for him to grab like a double-edged lightsaber, why not? Okay, who else we got? So we got Sabine Wren. I have no idea who this is. So if you guys know who it is, let me know. Deal 1 damage to each base. It's pretty good, but I mean, is that your base as well? On attack, deal 1 damage to each enemy base. Each enemy base. So I assume you can like play this with multiple players, not just one-on-one. We've got Harrison Duller. Ignore the aspect penalty on Spectre cards you play. And on attack, you may give an experience token to another unique unit. We have Admiral Piet. Each friendly non-leader unit that costs 6 or more gains ambush. Another General Tag. It's time of Borderless Tag. We have a Blizzard Assault AT-80. I mean, that's a lot of damage and hit points. When this unit attacks and defeats a unit, you may deal the excess damage from this attack to an enemy ground unit. Yikes. Another Seasoned Shore Trooper. We actually have Saw Gerrera. As an additional cost for each opponent to play an event, they must deal 2 damage to their base. We have Green Squadron A-Wing. Raid 2. We have a Guerrilla Attack Pod. It's got Grit. And when played, if a base has 15 or more damage on it, ready this unit. Then we have Black One. When played, When defeated, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. We have Fighters for Freedom, Saboteur, and when you play another red card, you may deal 1 damage to a base. We have another Green Squadron A-Wing. We have Capital City. We have Kestre City. No idea where that is. We have Catacombs of Kadera. Then we have my very first and only energy conversion lab. This is a special base. So regular bases just have like 30 hit points. This is 25. Epic action. Play a unit that costs 6 or less from your hand. Give it ambush for this phase. So you can get a ton of like these cards out with ambush, which is pretty good. It will really help you out. But the offset is obviously you have less hit points. We have Echo Base. Then of course we have Luke Skywalker. There he is. So this came with the kind of deck construction set we were given. So you can give shield tokens to units here. So they basically help you stop losing units all the time. And he comes out when you've got at least 6 resources. Then we have the Ghost. Shielded. When played on or attack, you may give a shield token to another Spectre unit. We've got the Consular Security Force. We've got Chewbacca as a leader, but man alive, look at that artwork. That is... He looks like he's trodden some Lego. Play a unit that costs 3 or less from your hand. It gains Sentinel for the phase. And he has Sentinel. Lots of hit points. Not much damage. But the unit gets +1/+0 for each damage on it. Grit is pretty cool. I like that. Then we have Chimera. Imperial Vehicle, Capital Shielded. On attack, name a card. An opponent reveals their hand and discards a card with that name from it. Yikes. Then we got Grand Admiral Thrawn. When the action phase starts, look at the top card of each player's deck. Action, 1 resource, and tap this to reveal the top card of any player's deck. Exhaust unit that costs the same as or less than the revealed card. Oh, he's going to be nasty. On attack, you may reveal the top card of any player's deck. Exhaust the unit. Yeah. Okay, he's pretty cool. Boba Fett. Where? When an enemy unit leaves play, you may exhaust this leader. If you do, ready your resource. We have a plan, no good to be dead. Exhaust the unit. That unit can't ready this round, including during the regroup phase. We've got a little foil carbonite there. Only a couple more left, guys. So we have the 7th Fleet Defender. We have Bosk. When you play an event, you may deal 2 damage to a unit. We have Bib Fortuna. So he's shielded and pay an event from your hand. It costs 1 less when you tap him. We have Jabba the Hutt. Each trick event you play costs 1 less. When played, search the top 8 cards of your deck for a trick event, reveal it and draw it. And finally, we have another 7th Fleet Defender. And that's it, guys. That's my entire kind of little haul I got from the AireCon from the Star Wars Unlimited tournament. Just going through this makes me want to play as the game again. This is very... this is a game that could be very easy to spend a ton of money on to get specific cards. So yeah, I'm going to try and avoid that because cardboard crack and me do not mix well. Anyway, that's everything we've got. We are planning on doing a video on the channel for this once we figure out how to film it. Christopher also got 2... well, he basically got the same set as I did, but different cards. And then he went out and bought about 6 other card sets. So hopefully when we do play, we'll be playing some interesting cards against each other. But if you'd like to see some Star Wars Unlimited on the channel, then let us know in the comments below, guys. Any questions around this, any queries, concerns, anything like that, let me know. And at this point, I think I'm going to retire to bed, for it is late, and I have an early start tomorrow. And filming a game of Buffet Boss with the girls on our channel, so that should be fun. Wednesday as well, we're going to be filming Eat the Reich. So if you're into role-playing games where you're going to hear a bunch of people attacking Nazis as vampires, then yeah, stay tuned for that. I've been very excited about them. Until next time, stay safe or die roll.